Hey everybody, Aaron Prime 117 here again. It's been a while since I did another unboxing video, so here's another one. And of course, to say what it is, it's a case of more Game Boy Advance games. But these ones that are being added are still part of my collection and ones I've been trying to attain now. So let's hop to them. Man, they put a little Game Boy game in a package this big. There's nothing even to it. Not even without a case. Oop. And they wrap it in heavy bubble wrap. Still feels good to pop it. Let's see, what game did I have first? Ah, yes. The Star Wars trilogy game. You know, well, even though the first original trilogy is episodes 4 through 6, this is episodes 1 through 3. Yeah, the droid army war, or what they say, leading into the Clone Wars. But yeah, I used to have another Star Wars game, Lego game on Game Boy Advance, but I don't know what happened to that one a long time ago. Probably ended up lost. But yeah, now I get to see exactly what the first 3 episodes are like on Lego Game Boy. Even though I played the complete saga and all, well, there's a lot to it and all when I played it on Xbox. But a friend of mine used to have this game on Xbox, I believe, the original Xbox, a while back. So, you know what that's like and all when you play these games back in their old age. Now, what's next? Always a lot to it, isn't it? Oh, and it looks like I got a note from the seller of this one. Your order made my day. I hope this package makes yours. Thank you so much for your purchase. I really hope you enjoy. If you could take a few moments to leave a 5-star positive rating on eBay, we would greatly appreciate that. Ah, jeez. Well, if I look back to whichever game this is, and who I bought it from, they'll probably get a full star rating it anyway. Because it seems this game, it was gonna go in my Mario collection, but what's the reading say? More bubble wrap. So much. Oh, this one came in a half-slit cartridge. Well, actually, no, it's like a storage cartridge case, and it's... Ah, yes. The one other game that's going along with my Mario Golf Tour Advanced game, Mario Tennis Power Tour. Where, if you can see it close enough, I can't really stretch any further, but... A while back, when I was searching games on eBay, I found this game in a combo pack with Mario Golf Advance and all. But I didn't know what I was gonna do, though. Maybe I should have gotten it with the pack. Who knows? But even so, there's a lot to them and all. But at least, well, I got the bag of games and all. But where is it? No, that's not it. Ah, here it is. So yeah, the 2 Mario Sport Advance games, Mario Golf Advance Tour and Mario Power Tennis Tour together. And these are like, these both go together in a good combination selling though. But even though I had them separate, who knows? I don't even know what I'm saying mostly, do I? But I looked up the gameplay on Mario Power Tennis, though it's pretty cool and all. It's making me even want to get Mario Power Tennis for the Wii or my GameCube soon one day too. Who knows? But what's the next one going to be? Let's see. Regular wrapping and wrap this one up in a cardboard sealant. I slide it out. Wrap this in saran or something. Ah, yes. Bionicle Heroes and all. This is a game I got when I had my Game Boy a while back and all, though, and it was a favorite of mine. Because, for some reason, I was able to beat this game easier and quicker than I was able to my Xbox 360 one. Well, of course, this game is shorter in gameplay compared to the Xbox 360 one. In fact, one moment. I still do have my Xbox 360 game of this. And this was one of my first Xbox 360 games I ever got, actually. When my dad got me my first Xbox 360 back when I was young. And having that alongside this one and all, and like... the gameplay was easier in this one than it was in the 360 game. But they're still both fun to play and all. Well, it's just... some journeys and levels were really difficult for me to figure out. Like, especially, it took me a long time to figure out how to get through decrepit dungeons a while back when I played the Xbox 360 version. And when I was younger, there were a couple of levels I couldn't do because I was kind of frightened a little bit, though, of surprise attacks. Thanks. Not from the Vizarok or the Borok or anything, but the Vaki kind of creeped me out a lot back in the day. But I'm not afraid of them now, though. No. Of course, I beat the game about twice already, though. But I beat the Game Boy version at least a dozen times. And it's pretty fun and all, though. Though, of course, those secret areas you can go through in the Game Boy version only work once you beat the game, because then you have access to every Toa warrior. Pretty cool and all, too. Because on every world when you play as a different Toa warrior, though, you can find a secret route way, like a secret passageway that can only be accessible by the Toa warrior that matches the land you're playing on. Like playing as Jawler or on the ice area, though, in the beginning, you need a Matoran in the ice Toa, but to at least, well, to get through this, like, to get over this little lava pit and all, so he can freeze it up. Same set for the other Toa warriors on the other worlds. But they were still pretty fun to play as. Just can't wait to see if I remember how well I can play again. But if you did want to ask me which favorite Toa warrior was mine in the Xbox 360 one, and it's hard to choose out of these Toa warriors, though. And I can't pick a favorite out of the Game Boy Advance one either. But I can say that their special ability powers were pretty cool and all. Mostly, how would I put this? Every Toa warrior had a special power or attack that could be used in certain ways. Like, depends on whether they did damage or not. Like, Matoran had like an ice attack that could freeze his opponents, his adversaries temporarily. Hyuki had I can't remember if Hyuki's the stone or the... No, yeah, Hyuki is the stone one. His special attack kind of looked like a paper bomb or something, though. But it had to have been actually like a stone attack instead of a blaster. Naparu, which was the Earth Toa, had some kind of like special grenade or something. Like once I fired it, attack, and it like burst on an enemy, it would splatter into a few different pieces, and the damage would actually damage other opponents right next to the enemy warriors, like the creatures of the Borok and the Vizarok. And let's see, Holly, which is I don't know if that's her real name, but the water for Toa had like this like blue beam that blasted out of her main gun and all, and it was like some kind of like laser attack. It was pretty cool and effective though. And as for Jawler, his attack was like a trio, blast it as a fire attack and all. And then there was also, what else was there? Oh yeah, and of course Kongu, who his attack was like so awesome and all, because like it was like he may be the air Toa though, but his attack in the game, in the Game Boy Advance game, was like some kind of like lightning attack, that like followed into a trail, attacking enemies that were in proximity. It was pretty cool too. And yeah, the Toa Warriors were pretty cool and all. And for the record, they all have the same kind of like blaster gun though, but they all have a different special ability attack. Too bad they didn't have the same differences though, that they didn't change in like weapon upgrades. Not like in 360. But they're still fun to play as. Now, moving on. Hoping this next one is a little tight. Yeah, looks like someone was able to fold this one up into a Ziploc bag. I'll never understand proper packaging or using the unorthodox. But it does work well. Come on, get out of there. What have we got? Ah, yes. When I said I had the other Star Wars original trilogy game a while back, I decided to get it again. And all. Yeah. Even playing this one on Game Boy Advance. And I don't remember for sure if it was my first Star Wars game I ever got, though. I know it was the original trilogy, though, but it could have been this one or the Xbox 360 one. And, truth be told, on the Game Boy Advance, Jabba's Palace and the Hoth Battle, I could not figure out, because I couldn't understand how to destroy the AT-ATs, or like how to use my tow cable, actually, though, because I thought it was some kind of other attack and all. Though, like, I know how to use blasters and all. Well, but I couldn't figure out how to wrap around the AT-ATs, which was pretty difficult. And then when it came to Jabba's Palace, that's on the Game Boy Advance, I couldn't understand how to bring down the Rancor, until I learned later on, until I was able to figure it out a month later, which was using whatever that upper claw door was, or something else, whatever it was. Yeah, it was like a cage door where I entrapped it on it. Oh. But then later on came the Battle of Endor, which on the Game Boy Advance, which was even more difficult for me because I was able to get through the first part of it easily, though. But then when playing as that Ewok with R2 and C-3PO, that became even more difficult, though, because using that little spear attack was just ridiculous and all. And I couldn't keep my coin level up. Not even when trying to frickin' destroy those AT-STs. Or no, like, those regular walkers and all. I think the AT-ST was a Republic tank. Not for the rest, but yeah, I figured it out later on, though. It wasn't easy, but I got through it. Now, moving on to the next one. And I'm sorry if I sound a little groggy and all, though. I'm still getting over a cold, though. But I should be fully recovered by tomorrow. This was one I was really looking forward to. Of all my Game Boy Advance games I got so far, this one game actually came in color, actually, though. And by color, I mean the cartridge came in color. I just got it. It also came in a case that my Mario Golf Advance Tour game came in, though, that I always had trouble with. There we go. And this is a see-through cartridge, because that's how a lot of color systems were. Yep, it's Yoshi's Island with Mario Advance 3. Well, Super Mario Advance 3, Yoshi's Island. The last Yoshi Island game I had was actually Yoshi's Island Adventure on my Nintendo DS a while back. Of course, I never was able to beat it, because there was this one castle I couldn't get through, and I couldn't figure it out, so I gave up. But if I do eventually get that DS game again, and I'll figure it out eventually, or might have to use the unorthodox and look up the how-to video on how to do it, if I ever find it. But even so, there's just a whole lot to it and all. So, for this final one, this last game is is actually one I had been searching for to go along with the other selections I've made, because it completes a collection I finally was able to attain. I now have Super Mario Advance 2, Super Mario World. And of course, this game is pretty cool and all, because now I have Super Mario 3 Advance and Yoshi's Island and Super Mario World as well to go along with my other ones. I complete this collection. And on the record, though, I bought these other two at Disc Replay and all. I now have, let's see, where is the order? I now have Super Mario Advance, Super Mario Advance 2, and Super Mario Advance 3 and Advance 4. The Super Mario Advance collection. So now that's another collection completed and all. If you wonder what my other collections are ask me in the comments if you want to know, and I'll put it up later, or somewhere down the road. So yeah, that's another new 6 games added to the collection and all together, and another collection and story completed. So with these 6 games added to my collection and all, it's gonna be pretty cool when I do the recordings. But it's gonna roll through and all. So for the time being, stay tuned on more videos I post, because I'll soon be rolling my Battlefield walkthrough into effect. I'm editing the rest of the videos right now, and they will soon be up. And if you also have seen my last couple of uploads, stay tuned on while watching those and everything else I posted so far. I promise you all I'd get that walkthrough done, and I'd keep rolling through others, and they will begin. So stay tuned, everyone. There's a lot to come, and a lot more games, a lot more videos, and a lot more fun-filled things to watch and see on my channel. And maybe some later down the road, I'll soon be able to begin streaming, but that's a ways away. So don't hold your breath on it though. So it's gonna be a long time before I start doing that. So stay tuned, everyone. Until the next upload. Aaron Prime 117 signing off.